Hey Bailey, what are you doing?
Well, Destiny, I'm thinking about all the period products that are out there and which ones are good and bad and which ones are more helpful for me. Let me show you some that I found about pads and tampons.
Please enlighten me, I'm all ears.
Something pads and tampons have in common are their different sizes for their different flows, and that when disposing of them, you should always throw them in the trash and never try to flush them down the toilet. Pads, usually, assuming you use 20 pads per cycle per year, it should cost about $40. Pads are something everybody uses for their first period because, it's just the easiest option. Pads are in your underwear. They never get inserted inside of you. Pads have wings so they can fold around the underwear to help secure it more. You should change it every few hours. When disposing of wrapping for disposing of it or toilet paper. And with tampons, assuming you use 20 tampons per cycle per year, it should cost you $60. There are 3 holes down there for girls usually. One to pee out of, one to bleed out of, one to poop out of. And you don't need to change it every time you pee because most people think that the pee and blood hole are one, but they are not. How to use them? You insert them into your hole that you bleed out of. When taking them out, there's this little string that's hanging out. And you just pull on the string and it just comes out. And then you wrap it up in toilet paper and that's how you dispose of it. Some things about tampons that people get scared about are they think that it gets stuck inside of you when it's been used. They think that it could get lost inside of you or move to another part of your body, but those can't happen at all. The only reason you would think it gets stuck if it hadn't been used, like it hadn't absorbed anything at all. And you're supposed to change them every 4 to 8 hours because there's a risk of getting toxic shock syndrome, which is really bad. Now that I've explained them to you, Destiny, which one do you use?
Well, I don't use pads and tampons anymore. I have now switched to a menstrual cup.
What's a menstrual cup?
Why, a menstrual cup is a cost-effective alternative to pads and tampons. And most brands come in 3 different sizes, between 1, 2, and 3 models. Model 0 is for 18-year-olds or new to periods. Model 1 is for 19 to 30-year-olds with a medium flow. And Model 2 is for over 30-year-olds or have a heavier flow. For me, I have a heavier flow, so I have Model 2. Now, for safe use, this product by the Diva Cup has medical grade silicone, no latex. And for those ladies who are allergic to latex, EI me, it's amazing because it's very durable, it's very reusable, and it lasts a lifetime, which most boxes say, like the Diva Cup, it will last you up to 1 year to 2 years, depending on how well you take care of it. That's why boiling it after every cycle and using warm water after every use is very important to keep the durability of your Diva Cup, so that you should only have to buy 1, maybe 2 during your lifetime. Now, to a menstrual cup, there are some cons, just like there is with tampons and pads. Now, your insert and removal of a menstrual cup plays a big role, especially when it comes to accidents. So a good way to tell if you've inserted your menstrual cup correctly is if after you insert, you put your finger inside of you and push around the ring to make sure that your menstrual cup has expanded to the full length that it should. Now, in every box, there is a care kit and instruction guide of how to insert and how to fold. When you open your menstrual cup box, it will tell you different styles of how you can fold and insert for your comfortability. Now, how I said your insert and removal plays a big part is because if you do not insert it correctly, you can be prone to accidents. And the feeling you get when you have accidents is feeling like you have to go pee. And I know it sounds weird, but I have experienced that with trying the menstrual cup. So if you start to feel like you have to go pee or you're peeing, I would go to the bathroom and check if it's leaking or if it's inserted correctly. Now, for your sterile cleaning habit, that plays a part into your boiling and warm water. After every cycle, you should always boil it, not drop it in and leave it in the boiling water, but you should use tongs and hold it in the boiling water for, I want to say, at least 30 seconds to a minute, and then remove, dry, or air dry, and it's clean and sterile for your next use. Now, after each time you use it, like going to the bathroom or removing after it's full, you should run it under warm water for 30 seconds to sterilize it before you reinsert it for your next use. Now, for ladies who go to school and use public bathrooms, I would suggest that you try and find a one-use bathroom where it's like a private bathroom, because it can get a little awkward taking out your Diva cup and then going to the sink and having other girls come in. So if you find a private bathroom, it gives you more privacy to take it out, clean it, and then reinsert, and nobody would know. Now, so common stores that sell these products, well, basically you can find these anywhere, especially on Amazon. I found mine at CVS where I live. You can find them at Walmart, Target, about anywhere. Mine costed, this Diva Cup Model 2, costed me around $35. But other brands cost between $35 to $45. So it really depends on what brand you want to use and how much you want to spend on it. Now, it might get a little pricey, especially just for one cup, but it does last you because these are up to a use of 1 year and they're reusable, so you don't have to discard it after each use.